guys? Welcome back to another episode of 214 Sports Podcast. Still presented by DL Sports Nation, so go ahead and check them out. Follow them on Twitter. Check out their website. They got some cool podcasts, some cool articles, some cool people creating content, and of course we're on there. So why wouldn't you guys be on there? But wanted to start. Obviously, Jacob's not with me tonight. Started a little late while he's at work, but want to start a new little series. Obviously, off season is about to be in full shape. We just signed Dak, nice deal. We talked about that in our last episode. Go check that out if you haven't. Learn more about the details of Dak's contract. But new series, shorter videos, a little bit, just talking about what we need to kind of fix for the Cowboys this offseason, what we would like to see, what I would like to see personally. And the first episode is going to be probably our biggest need in my eyes, and that's going to be safeties, right? Obviously, Dan Quinn relies heavily on some dynamic safety play and expects a lot out of his safeties. And we got Donovan Wilson right now, and a lot of people think that he kind of might have been like not as standout as some people think. I think he played great last year. I thought he came on strong. He's a ball hawk. Not only does he create turnovers, but he doesn't give up the big play. He's just a playmaker. I think he's just one of those guys that you got a chance. We see what he can do. He's a stud. And the moves I'm going to talk about today are going to rely on, I don't know if they're going to do this, but the Cowboys are going to need to restructure DeMarcus Lawrence's contract and Zeke's. And we're going to need to, just based off of what I did on the salary cap toy I was using, I cut Cooper Rush because Garrett Gilbert came on pretty strong. Played pretty well against the Steelers, so I think that's going to earn him the backup job because Dalton's not staying. But anyways, with those two restructures and cut, I was able to create $30 million of cap space, and with $19 million of that, I signed Keanu Neal. Somebody that Dan Quinn knows very well, kind of riddled with injuries, and the Falcons are not going to, at least yet, as of March 11th, haven't re-signed him. So that's somebody who I have enjoyed watching play his whole career. I mean, I think he's a very great player, obviously big hitter. And I have drawn down, as you guys know, Dan Quinn, Legion of Boom. That was his defense. Cam Chancellor and Earl Thomas. And I'm not saying these guys are these guys. I'm saying that these guys can play the role of. I'm not saying that Donovan Wilson is Earl Thomas or the Cam Chancellor, or that Keanu Neal is Cam Chancellor, but I'm saying they can play the role of those guys because they have similar skill sets based on what I've seen. But Keanu Neal, I think, would be a great fit. I mean, Cowboys fans, we've gotten in the habit over the years of just wanting the best safety available. I think it was Earl Thomas at first because he wanted out of Seattle and he told the Cowboys, come get him. Didn't happen. Jamal Adams, didn't get him. And I'm kind of glad we didn't, honestly. It would have cost a lot, but I don't know. I think Keanu Neal is a realistic fit and a realistic sort of caliber player for us to go get. If that makes sense, I don't think we'd have any problem signing him. I think he would want to come here unless he doesn't like Dan Quinn. But Dan Quinn drafted him. He knows him very well. That's something I'd be excited for. I mean, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. But Keanu Neal and Donovan Wilson would be a pretty nice little safety tandem back there. Pretty nice. And whew, I personally think that corner play is going to be something that's also really important. And this all depends on what we want to do at 10. If we want to go Patrick Surtain at 10, we're probably not going to go big corner in free agency and waste cap and a high draft pick. But Patrick Peterson, I don't think he's going to cost too ridiculous much. He's a little bit more realistic than Richard Sherman, unless Dan Quinn just prefers Richard Sherman. I don't know these guys play corner, but this is secondary. I'll go more in depth in corner on another video, but this is just somebody I had written down as I was playing with the salary cap tool and seeing if we could afford them. Patrick Peterson, I have him down as we could sign him for a 2-year, $21 million deal, pay him about $10.5, $11 million a year against the cap. I wouldn't mind having that either, because it. And I know some of you guys are thinking, like, probably, why do we want these older guys? Why don't we just, like, well, first off, we're gonna have to re-sign Jordan Lewis, Chidobe Awuzie, and Xavier Woods. I personally would rather sign Keanu Neal and Patrick Peterson than rather re-sign those guys, and we haven't re-signed them, so, or doesn't look like we're going to re-sign them, if that makes sense. Didn't really play up to the stand. I mean, I know it was a weird year for our defense. Switch schemes, switch responsibilities, but come on, y'all are playing in a contract year. We need you to play a little better. Love those guys, but I think this would be a solid time for us to upgrade. Obviously, if we're in the middle of those contracts, we're not looking at any of those guys, but it's the time to look, evaluate, upgrade. And I think Keanu Neal and Patrick Peterson will be a great fit. Great fit for this defense. And really, we've talked about it before. I've talked about it before on this channel. We don't need an elite defense to be a contender. Obviously, they say defense wins championships, and that kind of showed in this last Super Bowl. But to be competitive, especially in the NFC East, to win the NFC East, we're going to need a top 16, 17 defense, and our offense is going to be humming. We don't even got to worry about the offense. Signing Dak that was the last stone in the Thanos gauntlet, you know what I mean? But I'm trying not to get too excited about this next season. It's really hard not to, but we get excited every year. We think we're going to win the Super Bowl, and we don't. But, hey, NFC East champs. Look, I got my old NFC East champ shirt. But really, guys, I'd like to see drop some more comments. Like, if you agree with these things, if you don't agree with these things, I'd love to hear y'all's input. I'm also going to be starting a Facebook page and a Twitter page for the podcast soon, so we can kind of reach more people, so we don't have to keep using our socials and just keep seeing the same amount of people. Talk to Ricky about that. But hey, keep sharing, keep liking, keep subscribing. My goal, I'd like to get to 60 before my birthday. My 21st birthday is April 11th. If we can get to 60 before my birthday, that'd be awesome. We might get something brewing for you guys. Another giveaway? Maybe. Giveaway from our last giveaway will be fulfilled by tomorrow, obviously. Complex team reaching out to you, going to find out where I need to ship that bucket hat, that beautiful green bucket hat for you, but no, I'm sorry that kind of been a little weird with the uploading. I'm not trying to make excuses. It's just when we first started the channel, there was no school, there was no work. Now there's school and work, and we found a good time. Then Jacob switched his work schedule to go play football. But I'm gonna start planning on 2 to 3 videos a week at least. Just talk to Ricky about it at DL Sports Nation. But I'm excited. Once again, sorry that it's kind of weird. I know I apologized in the last video, but I feel like you guys were getting used to seeing that we were pulling in good views, and then it kind of stopped. But we're back. I'm back. I'm gonna have a video uploaded 10:30 on Monday. And leave some feedback if you guys like this little series that I'm gonna start doing. Of course, it's easy to make the decision when I don't gotta pay them, but just let me know. Appreciate y'all watching. #214 out.